When I came to, I was in the den. On the den floor. My head throbbed. Then I remembered everything. I lay there for a moment and listened. Then I heard a sound. A soft, swishing sound. Suddenly, the hall clock began to strike. Why, it was 5. I'd been unconscious for longer than I'd thought. I sat up. The room had already turned dark in the late afternoon light. But I could see him now. He stood in the middle of the room. He was pushing my heavy floor polisher back and forth. Back. Forth. Back. Forth.
What time is it, Mrs. Gillis?
About 5.
Well, I guess I'll call it a day now. I've done a nice job, haven't I?
Yes, Howard. Very nice.
I think I'll be going now.
I got to my feet. He paid no attention. He picked up his coat, which he'd placed over a chair when he'd taken it from the storeroom. Then he looked at the floor again.
Doesn't it shine nicely, Mrs. Gillis?
Yes. Yes, it does.
Was it worth $5 to you?
Oh, yes, Howard.
I have nice hands, haven't I, Mrs. Gillis?
Yes, Howard, you have. Here, take the money.
Thank you. You know, it's a pity they have to be used to polish floors.
You've done such a good job, Howard. I'm going to give you a few extra dollars.
Thank you. Will you be needing me tomorrow, Mrs. Gillis?
No, thank you, Howard.
The door's locked, Mrs. Gillis.
Yes, Howard. Do you have the key?
Yes, I do. I just remembered. A lot of things. Mrs. Gillis, there's someone at the door.
Yes, Howard. Will you open it?
Oh, should I?
Yes, Howard, you have the key.
I have? This it, Mrs. Gillis?
Yes. Yes, it is. Open the door. Open the door, Howard. Open it.
All right, Mrs. Gillis.
Hello. I'm Mr. Stevens of the phone company. Your phone's been reported out all day. I'm sorry we couldn't get around any sooner, but we're really swamped.
Mrs. Gillis, is your phone out of order?
No, there must be some mistake.
Well, now, that's strange. We've had several reports. Maybe I better run back and check my books in the truck.
Just a moment, Mr. Stevens. Could you do me a favor?
Well, certainly.
This boy...
Mrs. Gillis.
This boy, he's worked here all day. He's done a good job, but I don't think he's well.
I'm all right, Mrs. Gillis.
Oh, but you're tired, aren't you? Aren't you tired, Howard? Doesn't your head ache?
Yes. Yes, I am tired. And my head does ache.
Well, maybe Mr. Stevens will be kind enough to drive you to the car line.
Sure, I'll be glad to, Mrs. Gillis, but I can't wait long.
Well, right away, and I'll go along, too. I have some marketing to do. And, Mr. Stevens, as long as you're here, would you mind checking the phone just to make sure?
Of course.
I'll show you where it is.
Can I show him, Mrs. Gillis?
No, Howard, you wait here. We'll be right back. I moved quickly towards the den. Mr. Stevens followed me. Once inside, I closed the door behind us. He spotted the wrist wires at once.
Say, this
Boy, that man is dangerous. Drive us to the police station as fast as you can. Where is... Howard! Howard! We've got to find him. We can't let him get away.
We'll take the truck. Come on.
But when we reached the car, I suddenly saw him. He was sitting in the front seat with his coat folded neatly over his lap.
Were you looking for me, Mrs. Gillis?
Yes, Howard. Yes, I was. Are you ready to go?
Yes, I'm ready. It's very kind of you to do this for me. I'm very tired. I can't seem to remember things.
Well, don't try to, Howard.
Well, we all ready?
All ready, Mr. Stevens.
All ready, Mr. Stevens.
And so closes To Find Help, starring Frank Sinatra and Agnes Moorehead. Tonight's study in Suspense. Suspense is produced, edited, and directed by William Spear.
This is the Armed Forces Radio Service.